with your spirit guide to be perfect. Now at this point, with love surrounding you perfectly, imagine a pink bubble of love completely around your being, and another one around our group. This allows only positive energies to come to you and allows only positive energies to go from you. Now at this point, you are able to speak with your guides, let them know you are open and aware and ready to receive any information they have for you, any visions, any knowing, any impressions. And as you sit here quietly, I want you to feel your own energy for a moment. Just what you feel like just right now. And then ask your guide to step into your energy field. Ask your guide to move close to you within your energy field and recognize that subtle change. You may get a shiver down your back. You may feel a lightness or a heaviness between the two comparisons. You may get a flash of a color, but that's a representation. That's something that you'll always recognize when that guide comes into your energy field. That way you'll know for sure, without names, without visions of any kind, but that subtle feeling or awareness. That's your guide. That is your guide. Pure and simple. Now ask your guide to step out of your energy, and you can feel your own sense again. And we appreciate them working with us this way. Now just sit quietly for a moment and ask your guide to share anything with you. Anything at all. A color, a feeling, quietness. I'd like you to bring your attention back to my voice again. You may have received information. You may have felt an impression of some kind. You might not have felt anything, or at least thought you didn't. But at this point, I want you to thank your guide for being here and working with you. And let them know of your intentions to continue with this exercise in order to gain a better rapport, to get this connection that you've been wanting to have with them. And as they step further away from your energy, but always near you, you can pull that light of love back into your heart chakra, your heart center, as much as you want to. And know that you can expand it at any time. Bring those colors back down, the ultraviolet, the indigo, the blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. That officially closes your subtle bodies. Know that you can open them at any time you want. You're still aware of where you are now, the physical body centered with the heart, body, mind, spirit balance. And your feet are still in the center of the earth, totally grounded, always back into the physical. All right, so start bringing yourself back to your attention here. Wiggle around a little bit, maybe take a drink of water if you have some. Clear your throat. Now, that seems like a long time. That was a long exercise. Do I have to do that every time I want to connect with my guides? You don't have to do anything you want to. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to ever do it again. But if you're dedicated to connecting on a stronger basis and getting to know who your guides are so that you can have a little help in this world, it would be worth it for you to start using this. What I did here is create a template for you. You don't have to do it exactly the way I did it, but you see what those points did, how that kept you together, and it created an excellent, excellent way of connecting to your guides. It gave you the opportunity to expand into this knowledge. So, if you want to tweak it a little bit, the best thing to do though is to go through those points. I know a lot of you wrote it down. Each one of those things. It's grounding, it's centering, it's opening the colors of your chakras, and it's the light of love. Those 4 things are important to create that synergy of vibration. The more you do that particular meditation, and it probably lasted 10 minutes or so, but the more you do it, you're going to zip through it really quick. You don't have to go through this big, long, extended thing. You can go, oh, grounding, yep. Centering, yep. Colors, yep. Heart, yep. I'm ready. I'm open. What have you got for me? You see, you create that. And your guides know when you're doing that, okay, they're ready. She's getting ready. We're going to open up and I'm going to give information. And the more you acknowledge what you're receiving, even if it was something airy-fairy, like I don't really think I got anything, but just in case, this is what I felt, and your guides would go, oh, she did feel something. He did get that. Say, I didn't get it really good, but I think I saw a cloud. And they'll go, okay, we just need to refine that the next time. We need to do it a different way, or maybe present the information some other kind of avenue. Maybe seeing or visioning is not what's working the best. Maybe hearing or impressions will work better. But your guides don't know unless you say something to them about it. Yeah, I got this, I got that. And so by acknowledging the things after the meditation, this is, even write it down on a little journal. I didn't get anything, but I thought I was asleep for a few minutes. You got something. You see what I'm saying? Very, very subtle stuff. But your guides have to know that you recognized it in some way. So the more you do this, it'll go faster and faster and faster. You can craft your own power shield meditation or power field meditation. Yeah, shield is a good thing to say because you do create a shield with this power field. You're creating your own little bubble or cocoon so that nothing else penetrates, and you've raised your vibration so high that the mundane world or the, I'll say, riff-raff spirits, they don't even see you. They don't know you're around because they're working on a much lower frequency. So you're really creating something special for yourself. Did anybody receive any information? Okay, what did you get?
White rose is my favorite flower.
What was it?
A white rose.
A white rose, okay. Did you see it or did you feel it?
Saw it.
You saw it, okay. Yes, ma'am.
I just heard don't stop, keep going.
Don't stop, keep going. Okay, good advice. All right, anybody else get anything? Very subtle something? Uh-huh.
A very vibrant purple.
A vibrant purple, okay. Those are things you need to acknowledge, okay. Did I see a hand back here?
I did see several colors as you went through the.
You could see the colors as I was going. Did you see other colors too? Other colors too? All right, good.
And a table.
And a table.
An antique table.
An antique table. Interesting. Wonder what that's all about. So if you wonder what that's all about, next time you go into meditation, ask, what's that table all about? Is that something I need to know, or can we create a symbol with that? Or is there a history there? They'll give you more information. Okay, yes.
Angular shape behind my right eye.
A what?
Angular
shape
behind my
behind your right eye. Interesting. Ooh. Okay, when you talk about something like that, I always think of sacred geometry. So you could have a guide that's going to be working a lot in that area. Doesn't mean you have to know anything about it, but that's the kind of signature that they have. Okay, anybody else? Yes?
It's a new spirit guide that I've just started to connect to in the last couple of days.
Okay.
And the name, I've already gotten a name about it. It's
Okay.
the Love Logos.
Oh, okay.
And I got that the Love Logos always agrees with me, I, and you also, is what love is
Okay.
the agreed.
Oh, interesting. That we
I always get from my spirit guides, I'm very clairaudient, so I always get like sentences and words and things
Okay.
like that.
Interesting. Okay. So this technique then is going to help you get a deeper understanding of what's coming in. Okay, great. Great. Anybody else want to share? I know you ladies here were nodding your head a lot. How did it work for you guys? Something you might want to try again? Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Do you have any questions? We've got some time left. Okay.
I read you're supposed to, but the crown chakra never closes and the base chakra never closes. So when we close down, are we actually closing those chakras, or are we just?
We're closing the reception to those chakras. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Okay.
I had an experience a year or two ago, and I was wondering if that experience was one of my spirit guides trying to get my attention. I didn't connect it. I knew it was something, but I didn't connect it at the time. It was a wonderful experience, although when I share it with people, some friends get really freaked out. But I was walking out of the woods up my lawn at my usual evening stroll,
Okay.
and I very distinctly had a hand, felt a hand on my left shoulder. Firm, very loving, very kind, very respectful. Stopped me in my tracks, didn't frighten me, there was no fear. And I stopped, and it was clearly, something directing me to stop. So I did stop, and, I looked all around. Was there dangers? There were snakes or whatever. I saw nothing, and I mentally said, is it safe for me to go? Is it okay for me to go on? And I felt like, yeah. I felt the hand lift. And I walked a few steps and I thought, oh, maybe I should look behind me. And I turned around and looked, and of course I saw nothing visually. That was just totally all-encompassing, very, not frightening at all, okay? And I want to know, I've had other things like that, is that a guy trying to get my attention or make me more aware of things like that? Was that a directing sort of thing?
Okay, I don't know if everybody heard that or if we would get it on the tape, but
I'm sorry.
that's okay, I'm going to repeat. She was taking a walk in the woods by herself, as usual, and she felt a very loving but firm hand on her shoulder, and she felt like she was supposed to stop and looked around to see if there was danger or something she should notice. Nothing was there, but asked if it was okay to leave, and the hand lifted, and she continued on. Turned to see if there was anybody or anything behind her, and there was nothing. So she's asking, was this experience her guide getting her attention for some reason? Was there something else that she wasn't paying attention to that she should have? What I get with that, and the fact that you said that something similar to that has happened on other occasions, I feel like it's your guide not necessarily warning you about something or getting you to do a synchronistic thing, but for you to acknowledge them, to acknowledge that they are there. And maybe at some point it wasn't acknowledged, I'll say spiritually, so they made it more obvious. You may have even asked inadvertently over the years, I would like to know something more obviously, you know. And so this is their way of really, yes, getting your attention, but not because of a warning or anything, but just saying, we're here, we're communing with you, is this an okay time to open up? That type of thing. Very wonderful, loving experience.
Oh, it was.
Even the way you were explaining it to me felt good.
I always get filled up every time
Yeah.
I visit those things.
Yeah. But it's okay to ask, am I supposed to pay attention to my feet, or is there a tree I need to go look at? Is there an herb on the, you know, over here? Or do you just want to talk? Because that's a perfect setting,
It is.
you know, to hear. So that's a wonderful, wonderful thing. All right, anybody have any other questions?